a very rich theme from which the man, the woman of God can gather so many sermons. I thought it wise to stick with your theme of pearls of wisdom and power. Pearls of wisdom and power. And I want to go to God's Word before I give you the sermon topic today. And we're going to go and visit in 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel chapter 1, verses 1 through 7. Now, I don't know what the custom of your house is, but I'm going to ask, hey, this is God's Word. If you would stand for these 7 verses, my goodness, as we usher in God through the speaking of His own Word. So we're at the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 1, the first 7 verses. Here beginneth the reading of God's holy Word. Now there was a certain man of Ramathaim Zophim of Mount Ephraim, and his name was Elkanah, the son of Jeroham, the son of Elihu, the son of Tahu, son of Zoph, and Ephrathite. And he had 2 wives. The name of one was Hannah, and the name of the other was Peninnah. And Peninnah had children, but Hannah had no children. And this man went up out of his city yearly to worship and to sacrifice unto the Lord of hosts in Shiloh. And the 2 sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, the priests of the Lord, were there. And when the time was that Elkanah offered, he gave to Peninnah his wife, and to her sons and her daughters portions. But unto Hannah he gave a worthy portion, for he loved Hannah. But the Lord had shut up her womb. And her adversary also provoked her sore, for to make her fret, because the Lord had shut up her womb. And as he did so year by year, when she went up to the house of the Lord, so she provoked her. Lord have mercy. Therefore she wept and did not eat. The word of the Lord for the people of God. You can take your seat. Amen. And so, given your theme, pearls of wisdom and power, we want to investigate this theme some more and share with you from the sermon topic. Here it is. Can you stand to be irritated to your destiny? Oh, that's a shout right there. That's a shout right there. Can you stand to be irritated to your destiny? I'm going to tell you right now, if you can't stand it, you won't take it. And if you can't take it, you won't make it. But I just want to do a little preaching moment right here and say that I'm so glad that I learned how to be irritated to my destiny. Hallelujah. The sermon. Pearls of wisdom. In other words, going through enough of something so that you gain enough experience so that your opinion is valued and validated. Why would you go to someone concerning a certain topic that has not been through anything? So one of the reasons that God needs you to go through something is because He wants you to have something to talk about after it's all said and done. God, I feel God in this house. He wants to validate you. So you're going to go through something. Tell your neighbor, I'm ready to go through now. I'm ready. I'm picking up on this thing. That going through is not to put me down, but going through is to lift me up. a pearl. I must say that by now you certainly understand it from Dr. Holmes. You understand that oh, this is so beautiful. What began as a useless grain of sand. Did you hear me? I said it began as a useless grain of sand can now stand and testify that through the process of pain and time, they have emerged as a pearl. The pearl you admire, the pearl you want to buy. It came through something. So I have to tell you that unless you're willing to go through some pain, unless you're willing to go through a process of time, you will emerge as the pearl that is within you. I must stress that except for the process of irritation, can you imagine the grain of sand? Turning over and over and over and over. Irritated by building up a coating neck while it's being irritated. Can I tell you, people of God, that your goal should be that as you are being irritated, God, coat me. Have mercy. Coat me with the necker of the Holy Ghost. Coat me with the necker of praise and worship, so that what I'm going through is that it results in who I am to become. You have to go through something. Listen. The pearl did not just appear. It was just not spoken and it was there. It formed. Formation. It'll take some time. Important. Because as a zygote, I'll stop there, as a zygote is in the womb, it becomes formed into an embryo. Come on now. Then it's formed into a fetus before it's birthed. And if you looked at the embryo, you know what it would be doing? It would be turning over and over. And you, woman of God, and you women would know this, you call it butterflies. Can I tell you that the turning over and over of the zygote of the embryo in the womb is an indication that something is being formed, and God wants to do that with your life, that whatever you're going through, understand it's the formation of who you are to become. The greatness that's in you will only come through in the course of a matter of time. But it's going to come through. So unless you're willing to go through the process, watch this, you won't be processed. And you won't produce your purple. I like to put it like this. I like this saying here. I adapt it. Your irritation is the irrigation that leads you to your destination, which is your manifestation. I think I better say that again, preacher. Your irritation is the irrigation that leads to your destination. to say we're fearfully and wonderfully made. Oh, who made you? God did. And if God made you, I want you to understand you have an accountability to the kingdom to become who God has placed in you to become. And so you should never be comfortable until everything that has been formed within you is birthed out of you. Whatever dream, whatever vision, that idea, the creativity, the putting the music together, the support team, all of that must continue to show forth, because that's the working out of what God has placed in you. And so let's look today, if you'll give me maybe 42 minutes. I'll try to make it good, as pain-free as possible. Let's look into God's word here now and see who is the chosen vessel to go through this irritation for the manifestation. And in so doing, I want to look at the following 3 points. Point number 1 is the initiator. The initiator. Point 1, the initiator. And then point 2 is the instigator. Good Lord. The instigator. Yeah. Then we're going to bring it home on point 3, the incubation. Or / the incubator. Since we went initiator, instigator, incubator. Right? So let's talk about it now. Number 1, the initiator. To initiate means to begin a thing. You do not initiate something if you show up after the process has begun. I take my time right here. No, you make choices and decisions that may influence the outcome of the situation. But it is, watch this, God who is the initiator. He knows your beginning from your end. Your end from your beginning. Jeremiah 29:11, it says, you know it, for I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord. Thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Now he mentions the peace, but he also mentions the evil, because you're going to have to understand that through the process of time, you may run into evil, but your expected end is peace. So the situation in our text is a provoking one. Hannah, my girl Hannah, a faithful child of God who is childless. The very thing she desires, she is without. Looking at Hannah, one would conclude that perhaps she had hormonal issues, ovulating issues, and the like. What we must understand, this is key, understanding to accept it, is that God, He is the one who already knew the condition of her womb and arranged it to be so. When your situation appears dead, don't count God out. When your situation appears dead, you got to say, even in the dead situation, God, you started this process. You got to keep God involved at the beginning. Because if you experience deadness in the situation, in the process of time, you've got to be reassured, hey God, you started this. And because you started it, you're going to finish it. And God, what you start, you do well. So it doesn't matter what I'm currently experiencing, God, I declare that your end is in sight. And so in the process of time, I won't become my situation. I won't become my situation. When your situation appears dead, I told you, God is not through yet. You are ready to bury the situation. Put it in a coffin. Say the matter is finished. Say that there's no hope. Take a shovel initiator of this issue is God. God needed, oh, I love this story. God needed a barren Hannah. He needed her that way. He needed her that way. It's a part of the plan. Right? All right. Why? Why? Because a barren Hannah would crave a child. Watch this. Like how God was craving a leader for his house. There's no son in her house, and the sons in God's house are illegal. The sons of Eli, Hophni, and Phinehas are doing ungodly things, and God said, I have no sons. I have no offspring. I have no legacy. I have no heritage in the house of God. And I'm searching. I know who I have. I have Hannah. So you have the situation of Hannah echoing the situation of the church. Hannah saying, I want a son. And God is saying, I want a son. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you think that your situation, your dire straits is all about you, and you haven't figured it out yet. That God wants to use your situation to show up in your situation so that there is a testimony in his house that he meets the needs of the house and he shows up when he shows up. A lot of times, ladies and gentlemen, we want to confine God to our space and time. Hannah, she's getting discouraged. She's getting discouraged. Time is moving on. Penina's there. But one thing we understand is that God will never leave, watch this, his house empty. And so he will always be on the search for somebody who knows, watch this now, how to operate in his house. How to operate in his house. She had a dead womb. God had a dead house. It's like this. The woman, naturally, there is a natural standard of a woman. You should get married, Hannah, and you should have male seed because your husband must pass on his legacy through the seed. And in the house, God is saying the same thing. According to the Old Testament, I need male seed to pass on the legacy of the priesthood. And so we find that both houses are in trouble. But I told you already, God is the initiator. And God will not see his house suffer. Hey, let's go for it some more. Watch this now. When you have an issue, you look to blame someone. You look to find out whose fault it must be. But it could be that God has you in mind for his plan. It could be that God knows that you have the, watch this, character and integrity to go through this situation. So he's specifically counting on you. Don't get so caught up in the situation that you don't follow the preparation that Hannah's going to go through. Don't you let it take you out. So look at this, church. At this point in time, God now, he is preparing to use her barren situation to bring about victory for his situation. So you can understand today that when you are going through, God has the end in sight. You are in a process and God has really completed the process. So don't give up. He's already completed it. In our minds, the troublemaker of this text is Penina. Penina, the slave girl who became the carrier of the seed of, watch how I say this, Abraham and Sarai. Not Abraham and Sarah. I said Abraham and Sarai. They were working themselves and God needed them to upgrade. Can I say say that to somebody in there. I don't know you. But God is waiting for you to kick in to your other name, to upgrade, to take this situation seriously, to desire to now obey God. Okay, God, I tried it my way. I did it my way. We thought we were pretty smart getting Penina to give us seed. But God, now we understand the difference between the permitted seed and the perfect seed. And God wants from you the perfect seed. In other words, the perfect answer to his situation. So no matter what you see going on, God is in control. God is the initiator. God began this process. I know it looks like the end of the road for Hannah, but I said God is in this process. The trouble you are in, the issue that you are facing, God is not surprised. It's not that God is not aware of it. The enemy wants you to focus on the issue. God wants you to focus on him while you're going through or while you're having the issue. Don't give the enemy credit when God is all in it. God initiates, and then there comes number two, the instigator. Oh yes. Oh yes. You can be sure that if God has begun a thing, the enemy is going to try to step in to shut this thing down. That's why you got to know who began it in the first place. Don't lose your mind while you're going through it. Verse 6 says this, and her adversary also provoked her sore, for to make her fret. Enemy's got a plan. Make her fret. Because the Lord had shut up her womb. See, most times, I'm just getting this Holy Ghost, most times we look at Penina as being kind of in charge here. But even Penina understands in this verse, the Lord had shut up her womb. This is the Lord's doing. Now listen to this. To instigate. Hands up anybody that likes an instigate. Yeah, right there. To instigate. But this is the person who causes something to happen, especially something bad. The instigator is a provoker. You know, you just got to say it. You just, you know, you go to work, you're like, you never got staff meeting. Just don't let so-and-so. Once she starts, you just know it's going down the road. It's just not going to be a happy ending. And the instigator, listen. We've got to learn to appreciate instigators. Just now you all celebrating when I said the irritation, the irritator. That's going to be your irrigation. Penina, look at this. Her name means jewel or pearl. Penina, the instigator. Now, I was thinking to God, I said, you could have named her anything. Why would you name my irritator a pearl? Why are you calling the one who provokes me a pearl? God, my instigator is a jewel. My instigator is a pearl. Watch this. My enemy is really my friend to take me to my destiny. Let's do this for a moment. Come here, there, doctor. Stand right there, Dr. Holmes. Right there. Now, for now, I'm going to rename you. This is no affront, no disrespect. You're going to be Penina. Just because I got to teach something. Oh, all right. You're Penina. I'm Hannah. God named you a pearl. A Jew. That means association breeds assimilation. While you're irritating me, come here, come, Penina. Just walk circles around. Just walk circles. Don't stop until I tell you. Walk around. God, this woman's irritating me. Can't stand her, God. God, move her out of the way. she makes me feel so depressed. Look at her, pregnant again. This is really irritating. This is really irritating. God, you know what, God, this can't be a will. She's so rude to me, disrespectful. She began as my maid, my slave girl. Now she's telling me to go in the kitchen because I'm I'm being irritated. Stop there, Penina. Don't you see the pearl? I was a grain of sand being irritated by the pearl. And because of that, I come out of pearl too. That God is going to use the very people, the very situations that irritate you to bring out the pearl, the value, the jewel, the diamond, the ruby, the emerald that's in you. Don't let the pearl irritate you out of your purpose. You let that pearl, you let that Penina irritate you to your purpose. Oh yeah. See, I learned a long time ago, don't take things personally. Take them purposely. Oh, I learned this from young. That when they come against you, when they talk about you, when they say that you're nobody, don't kick against it. God is doing something for you. He's making you stronger. He's making you bigger. He's causing you to shine forth. He's going to place a value in your life because you withstood the instigator. Because God is the initiator. God made Penina just for you. So rather than praying that person away, God help me. Help me to stand. And heaven not all to stand. That when I come through this, when you bring me through this, I'll be pure in your sight. I'll have a value that I didn't have before. Listen, I told you all 10 minutes early. I told you God was making a son for his house. I gotta have you come here again. Come here, Pearl. Come here, Pearl. Come on, Penina. So I'll show you that while Hannah was going through, I'm now going to communicate to you the heart of God. Go around, Penina. This is actually now I am speaking as if God is looking in the sanctuary. He's saying, look at Eli. Won't even correct his own children. Master to enroll in the house of God. Nurse that are sleeping with the women in the house of God. Nurse that they're handling the holy thing with unclean hands. I've got to prepare me a man who can stand. I've got to prepare me a son that will take on the holy duty of the holiness of God. It's always about holiness unto God. And so while Penina is irritating Hannah, God is being irritated by Eli and his sons. I'm telling you again, thank you, First Lady Doctor. I'm telling you again that so many times we get caught up in our irritations without understanding that God is preparing you through the irritation so that you can actually, watch this, be irrigation for his house. You can be watered seed for his house. That's why we've got to have wisdom and power. So that we understand, yeah, you're going through, but why? Why are you being irritated? Maintain your stance. And so listen, okay, God, I got it. You are going to use Penina to bring out the best in me. Everything that she does to irritate me is bringing me to my purpose. Everything she does to frustrate me is frustrating me to my purpose. If you develop that type of mindset, you'll be more than a conqueror. You start looking cross-eyed at people and all of that. Because I just go, a purpose maker. Listen, I got an out here and she will tell you, not a lot rocks me. Not a lot, sometimes she don't understand it. Pastor, you let go of things and all that. Yeah, because if God, hear me, if God allowed the Penina in my But God has chosen the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. And God has chosen the weak things of this world to confound the things which are mighty. We can't figure God out. But I'm telling you, God has worked it out. What do you have before God? What is your challenge before God? Are you being irritated to purpose? Or are you being irritated to give up? This appears to be foolishness to me, but God is going to use it to bring me to my destiny. Foolishness. God is going to take you to your destiny. Penina, she now sees that since she has birthed the son, that she can behave in a way that makes her feel high and makes Hannah feel low. You ever had anybody that just always trying to make you feel like a nobody because they're somebody? Here's my thing. If you have to prove that you're somebody to our body, then really you're not doing anyway. If you've got to prove it, it isn't so. So listen, on your way to destiny, you will experience some low times. There will be times of disgrace and discouragement. Yet you must hold on until your change comes. Now, Hannah, my girl Hannah, she did some things vitally important while the instigator was still instigating. Hey, what do you do when the instigator is instigating you? Let's check it out. Hannah, Lord, went to church. Hannah went to church, I said. Verse 9, so Hannah rose up after they had eaten in Shiloh and after they had drunk. Now Eli the priest sat upon a seat by a post of the temple of the Lord. Now this is where some of you miss it. When the devil messes with you, you have to have a stay-at-home moment. A get-it-together moment. I'm going through moment. Lord have mercy. I just don't read where the heroes and the heroines of God's word took a Sunday break. Just give me 3 Sundays to get myself there. I don't read that. You know, if we're going to be a word church, we're going to be the word church. It means Hannah, when you're going through it. I mean a male Hannah, a female Hannah. When you're going through, get yourself to the house of God. Get yourself in the presence of God. Don't you realize that Hannah was being tested because she was going to bring to birth a son to rule that house? If you don't come to church, your children don't come. How are they going to be a leader in God's house if you don't lead them to God's house? How are they going to be the person they should be in God's house when they've learned through you? You can take a break every now and then. You know, God didn't take a break from allowing me to breathe this morning. Hey! He got me up this morning, started me on my right feet, clothed me in my right mind. I'm so grateful. She comes to the house of God. That's what happens. Listen, Hannah, this is Hannah. I'm crying. Listen to this. I'm crying, but I'm going to where I can feel the presence of God. Get a tissue, get a cloth, get scotto, but get to the house of God. If you're going to cry, if you're going to shed a tear, shed it in the house of God. Oh God, I cry unto you. He heard my cry, and He delivered me out of all my trouble. Get to the house of God. The next time the enemy slaps you a blow, say, yeah, come on to the house of the Lord with me. I'm going to my place where I know the presence of the Lord. Listen, Hannah, she is being disrespected and dishonored, but I'm still getting to the house of God. The instigator is instigating, but it has not stopped her from going through the gates of thanksgiving. I will enter into your courts with prayer. I'll go through your gates with thanksgiving. Because listen, the moment that you enter in through the gates with thanksgiving, you just put a and God can't stop it because what he says is. But when we make the wrong move, we stop the hand of God from fulfilling purpose and destiny in our lives. So Hannah went to church. What else? What else? Hannah prayed. Verse 10. And she was in bitterness of soul and prayed unto the Lord and wept sore. Go ahead, cry, baby. Go ahead, snot, do it. Oh, whatever you got to do it in the house of God. Now, listen. I always look at tears and I look at even those things that come out during sorrowful moments. And I say, that's a witness. It's a testimony to your grief. And God honors that you're honest. You don't try to hide your tears to God. You don't try to hide your grief to God. He said that he'll deliver you. He'll bring you through. So he wants to know the truth, that you are exhibiting the truth about what you're going through. Full of hurt, pain, and grief. Get to God's house and pray. Oh, Lord. Get to God's house and pray. Put it on the altar. Sacrifice it on the altar. And say, God, this prayer moment is coming up to you. It's, look, as a sweet smelling savor. My situation to me isn't sweet. God honors the honesty of your situation. That's what's sweet to him. So, we would sing a song back in the day. Pass me not, O gentle Savior. Hear my humble cry. While on others thou art calling, do not pass me by. He won't. You have not prayed, really prayed, until you have prayed in the place of personal sorrow. That takes another level of praying. We all pray. But when your dreams have been crushed, when the deed that you set up, come on. Any women in here ever miscarried and stillborn and set up the room? Come on, women. As soon as we know we're pregnant, 4 or 6 weeks, we name the baby. We already have images in our, am I talking right? I know I am, because I had 3 of them. You set up a purpose and a destiny. And I remember I was going through with my first miscarriage. And I wanted to, because of the pain, just close myself in. And my mom, who I loved dearly, at one point she came in the room. She said, "No, Maria, open the windows. Get out of this place." Depression is not a feeling, it's a place. It's a place. And I remember we were having tent meetings. And I walked under the tent. And as I took my seat, they were playing a song, Richard Small, Jesus, you're the center of my world. Oh my God. That thing stood. Watch how I say it. You got me, sis? Watch how I say it. That thing stirred within me. All of a sudden, the pearl process was back in action. I said, my God, you're more than a miscarriage. And God, the good news about a miscarriage is I can get pregnant. So God, I'm not going to give up. God, I'm going to keep on hoping. God, I'm going to keep on singing. Jesus, you're the center of my joy. All that's good and perfect comes from you. I understood it. And today I have 3 beautiful daughters. Through the process. While my sister was having a baby, while my friends were having babies, and I was standing up to be godmother, and I had no children of my own, I understood that guess what? God is still God. Cry all you want, but get yourself to the house. Lift up your hands to a holy God. He's worthy to be praised. From the rising of the sun to the going down of the same, the name of the Lord is worthy. He's not worthy because of you. He's not worthy because of what you're going through. He's worthy because he's worthy. He is God and he is God alone. He's sovereign. He's above all. He's before all. And he'll be child of God, will happen in the house of God. Let's look at Hannah. She went to church. Look at her. Went to church praying. What happens? She was accused. Did I say she went to church? Yeah. Did I say she was praying? Yeah. Then I said she was accused. Yeah. How many times does God have to teach us that the accusation doesn't mean it must become your manifestation? The accusation is their word. Now, are you going to walk in their words about you? Or are you going to be who you are? What people accuse me of. I know who I am. Verses 12 and 13, listen to me. And it came to pass as she continued praying before the Lord that Eli marked her mouth. Now Hannah, she spake in her heart, only her lips moved, but her voice was not heard. Making assumptions. Therefore Eli thought she had been drunken. Hannah, she did not let his judgment become her judgment. You have to value what God said about you more than what I say about you, more than what your beautiful pastor say about you. You must know what God said about you. Now she spoke the truth. She spoke it to him until he, what did I just say? Until he lined up with her words. Oh, don't miss it. Don't miss it. See, okay, let me help you with this bit of extra information. Catch. Thank you very much. I'm just saying, see, you got to look at the broad picture now. I'm going to take you somewhere. We are in the Old Testament, where the voice of the woman has not come up to that standard. It's silenced. Right? Yet God, who needs a son, says, woman, I'm going to raise your voice. I can't teach you the good thing. I'm going to raise your voice above the voice of the priest. Well, now follow the story. He has to raise her voice above the priest because the son that she's going to produce soon will be above the priest. God now, he teaches her. That leader, watch this, that leader is out of order. So it makes real good sense that what he says to you would be out of order. And since God, will make sure that he's there at the end of it. And so I told you earlier, she saw death. She saw death. She saw death. Nothing but deadness, death, buried the dead. And you know, here's what's interesting. We say rest in peace. Most people rest in pieces. Because they were never at peace before they left this world. How can you have somebody rest in peace that didn't live in peace? Listen, how you die is how you're going to resurrect. Hey? I'm preaching nobody into heaven. I know that just came real quick. God saw the coffin as confirmation that this woman knew that her situation was dead to her. She really knew the situation was dead. Now is the time for God to manifest your destiny. Dead situation. God specializes in things, Lord, impossible. And he can do what no other can do. Now that everyone knows that the situation is dead, all will be clear that when I said, that when God steps in, God, you get the glory. Huh? Listen, Elkanah and Hannah may experience a moment at home, but they didn't make the miracle happen. God did. Elkanah had been trying a long time. We're nothing wrong with him because he had children blind. Yet this time when she's with him, something happens. Because God said, now is the time. Listen, some things may not happen when you want to. But when God is ready, it will happen. God will step in right on time. He may not come when you want it, but he's right on time. I'm going to say, watch this now. God sees a woman that he knew was always there, always Hannah. She went to church, she prayed, and even when she was accused, she hung on to her dignity. What can you say? God initiated it. Peninnah was the instigator, and now Hannah will be the incubator. Hannah going to be the incubator. All right. Number 3, the incubator. Oh yes, she thought, I'm going to bring it home. She thought the coffin was a dead end. With God, this dead coffin, or can I put it this way, this dead womb, coffin is a womb. You do know that the coffin in the graveyards or the cemetery, the graves are really wombs. The dead wombs, that at the rapture, when the master shall call, there shall be a birthing out of the ground. Now, I can't go into it, but that's just quite fine because it wasn't Adam birthed out of the ground. And so this process will repeat itself. I go to the sermon. She thought her womb was dead. He said, no, what you consider a coffin, I've already spoken over that situation. 14 through 17. And Eli said unto her, listen to me. How long wilt thou be drunk and put away thine wine from thee? And Hannah answered and said, no, my Lord. I know this is a lowercase Lord. Meaning I'm respecting you, but you're not the one that I have my full faith in. I'm just going to skip past that now. I am a woman of sorrowful spirit. I have drunk neither wine nor strong drink, but have poured out my soul before the Lord. Capital L, capital O, capital R, capital D. Oh, she's saying there, that's another sermon. She's saying something right there. Count not thine handmaid for a daughter of Belial. I mean Eliab. For out of the abundance of my complaint and grief have I spoken thereunto. Then Eli answered and said, go in peace. And the Lord God of Israel grant thee thy petition that thou hast asked of him. became a prophetic voice. As would the prophet Samuel become who she will work. So God, because he does things in order in his house, he then has, as it were, Eli to bless her. The moment that he blessed Hannah, he passed on the baton of authority to Hannah. Because the authority, she was going to incubate it in a moment. Thank you, Eli. And Lord, he had to get the legal earth authority in the house, in the sanctuary, to pass the baton and say, the Lord grant unto you. Then he said, the Lord grant unto you, Hannah. He joined with heaven because God said, you better line up because I'm about to replace you. Legal authority. Watch it. So the current high priest lines up with the woman who is now the incubator of the new priest. Right? All things are in order. Now she has cried, she has prayed and cried. Listen, understanding that the answer is on its way. She did not understand that her tears are pressing her way to church and her prayers had actually, this is what I mean. Wow, what if we understood? Her tears, her prayers, her voice had jump-started her ovulation. Make my, oh, baby ain't gonna jump yet, but it's gonna be conceived. Something that she had been having trouble with. Because she had faith in God. That God had now lined up everything. I know about romance. The estrogen was where it needed to be. The progesterone was where it needed to be. I believe that, come here one more time, Eli. I believe, this was my belief. Right? So this is a bit of the creativity God has placed in me. That the moment, you will put your hand on my head. The moment he put his hand on my head, ovulation. Can I tell you how I know? Watch this. Ovulation means that the egg is bursting forth out of the ovaries. It needs some time to do that because she has to now go home and do the legal earth thing. Because heaven and earth must join together in this process. And so the ovulation takes place. Thank you, Eli. Eli don't have nothing to do with it after that. Elkanah, watch it. Oh, Holy Ghost. God could not have him, Eli, to have anything to do with it because he had already messed up over his sons. So God would need a new man to step in the situation, Elkanah, who would take care of his son. So ovulation takes place. She goes home and she is with Elkanah. She goes home and that will mean that inside 2 weeks she will notice something different within her. That the damn place, where there were never 2 strokes, where there were never 2 lines. Today, God is going to confirm that you are pregnant with purpose. Today, God is going to confirm that within you there is a zygote that I am forming to be the head of my house. She's with Elkanah. And she didn't understand that the deadness of my womb was preparation. Because God needed to make sure, watch this, catch that. God said, I need your womb dead. Here you go. I need your womb dead of every bit of humanity. This pregnancy, Hannah, is not your planned pregnancy, because your life is over as far as pregnancies. You've given up on becoming pregnant. But I'm going to tell you the deadness of your womb is now kick-started, jump-started, because I have a purpose. And so then she's home with her husband. 2 weeks later, do you understand that she now has to know something is different? Yeah. Oh, come on in here. Yeah. That certain places may be feeling a little bit tense, sore, He said, one stroke is for your house, and the other stroke is for my house. The seed that you're carrying is not just for you, girl. That seed is for my house. You need a son, and I need a son. All God's children need a son. All God's children need a leader in the house of God who hears the voice of God, who knows the sound of God, who understands the heart of God. And winding it down with this final demonstration. Watch this. She had no idea all of this time that her coffin, I want to say that to somebody, her coffin was her test. School children, let me try to read to you. That subject you just can't seem to understand is your test. It's your coffin. There's life in it if you give it to God. Holy Spirit will teach. The Holy Spirit will teach you what you ought to know. And so she had looked at this coffin as the end, but her faithfulness said it's the beginning. And so listen, Hannah, I want to know, can you stand to be irritated to your destiny? Yes, I can. Bring on Penina, man. Bring on the critical priest. No matter. I will go through. I am Hannah. Because I understand now, I will go through. You will go through. Because I understand that what I thought was dead was just a place that God was preparing. Because God wanted to bring forth a son in the son. He wanted to bring forth a son of Abraham. He wanted to bring forth, watch this, I talked to you about it earlier, a voice. Huh? Isn't that what a sonogram is? Takes song waves and bounces it. God needs a son. Hannah, you may want to. I'm going to teach you something here. Hannah no longer needed a son. Because all the sons of Penina were now legally, according to the law, hers. She wanted a son. She wanted a son. Watch this. God needed a son. And so therefore, out of her coffin, out of her dad's situation, out of her hopeless situation, there came forth the heartbeat of God, the heartbeat of life. Why? Because God wants you to know that He will never have His house to be without a voice that legally represents Him in the earth. Let me tell you this with the conclusion of the matter today. That the Old Testament, the groundwork, the basics, is not to be compared with the Old Testament for today. In other words, while the male was the one that was esteemed, today all God is looking for is a voice, a vessel that's available, a vessel that will not give up, a vessel that will not mind being irritated by the irrigator or the instigator to get to your manifest destiny. Do you want to get to the place that you know you dreamed of? You may not have spoken it to a single person you can place at. You may not have spoken it to anyone, but you know in the quiet time between you and God, what God has spoken of concerning your life. Don't you dare pack away that dream. Don't you dare put, He showed it to you. Don't you put it back in the envelope and put it back and hide it and say it won't be. No. God has already caused ovulation. He's already caused the ovulation. So you are pregnant. I don't care if the pregnancy takes 1 month, 10 months, or 10 years. If God spoke it, it shall be. And I want the people of God, if God has given you a dream, if God has given you a vision, I want you to stand to your would cease